Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Advent story time, study time, Jotham's Journey. Are you ready? We are in the actual week, Christmas week, and so the special readings for this week. Today, consider Jotham was in a place where a wondrous event was about to take place. I wonder where that is. But he didn't even know it. Have you ever been there? Has there ever been something wondrous happening around you and you were so focused in another direction that you didn't even see it? I've been there when there's been amazing things happening around me and I get distracted. I'll tease my husband about that because the dogs will be doing something cute or the kids, the grandkids will be doing something special and I'll be like, hey, look. And he does look, but so I'm not knocking him, but he'll be like into what he's doing on his computer or something for work. And I'm going, hey, look. And eventually he looks up but I tease him about it. I'm like, man, life is happening. You're missing the cute stuff. And our little granddaughter, she'll go, Papa, look, it's so cute. So you see, that's kind of an example we can get our heads around. Like we can be so busy looking at the wrong thing and miss something amazing. So think about that today as we read part 3 of our last week of our Advent study. For the next 2 hours, Jotham found himself in the stable under the inn. Remember, he went to clean it? Raking out the old hay and the manure and replacing it with clean hay. This wasn't why he had come to Bethlehem, but he was grateful that Hasra had taken him in, and he would show his appreciation in any way that he could. Well, that's a great place right there. Talk about showing gratitude, and we're studying gratitude, and many of you are involved in the 30 Days of Gratitude Challenge. I love this. Jotham showed his appreciation in any way he could. And sometimes we want to just show our appreciation and our gratitude the way we want to show it. What we really need to find out is this. How would others like to see it? What would mean gratitude to them? It was warm in the stable. The heat from the animals held in by thick stone walls. There were 2 sheep, a goat, 4 donkeys, which belonged to some of the travelers. One of the donkeys had a patch of white hair on his forehead that Jotham thought made the animal look just like his grandfather. He even started calling him father. The animals were messing up the new hay just about as fast as Jotham could pitch it, and he felt as if he'd been working in this smelly stable his whole life. Soon his arms were sore. He could no longer toss the piles of hay, so he sat on the edge of the wooden feeding trough to rest. The donkey he called Father came over and nuzzled his hand. Hello, Father, Jotham said. Would you like a treat? The donkey rubbed his head against Jotham's arm. So Jotham reached out into the manger and pulled out a handful of hay. Father ate the clover and alfalfa straight from Jotham's hand. How cute. And Jotham giggled at the way the animal's lips tickled his palm. The manger Jotham sat on was a rectangular box, about the size of his sleeping mat and as high as his waist. Rough planks of olive wood formed the sides and were gnarled along the top edges where dozens of animals had sharpened their teeth. When Father had finished his snack, Jotham rested his hand on the edge of the trough and then pulled it back sharply with an ouch! A sliver from one of the chew marks had stuck his hand. It took several minutes and a few tears before he could extract that bit of wood. Finally, Jotham put some fresh hay in the feeding trough and washed his hands, and then reported back to Hasra. I have finished cleaning the stable, he said. Hasra smiled. And did you put new hay in the manger? When Jotham nodded, Hosra said, well then, I have another important job for you. Jotham felt his insides get disappointed again, but he tried not to let it show. He would do whatever anyone asked of him from now on. He had decided, even if it meant putting aside what he wanted to do. You know, that's real joy. Joy. Putting Jesus first, others second, and yourself third. Now, that doesn't mean that you're, treating yourself as less than. What it means is that you understand that being thankful and grateful, which is what Jotham is right now, is displayed first and foremost, really displayed in your attitude of serving towards others. All right, here we go. I need you, Hosra was saying, to go search for your family. Oh, that must have been so exciting for him. He's been waiting forever. Jotham got a huge grin on his face. I would go and help you myself, Hosra continued. Then with a sweep of his hand around the crowded room, he added, but as you can see, I have my hands full. Oh, that's fine, Jotham said. I'm just grateful for the chance to look myself. Jotham headed out the door, and Hosra called after him, be back by the time the sun sets, Jotham of Jericho. And Jotham waved back. So again, now coming back to what we talked about at the beginning today, consider Jotham was in a place. What place was he in? He was in the stable with the manger. A place where a wondrous event was about to take place. And he didn't even know it. He didn't even realize it. And many people spend an entire Christmas season without ever realizing how close they are to its true wonder. True wonder. Wonder, what is a wonder? It makes you wonder. It gives you awe and it makes you wonder. How can we prevent Christmas from being just another holiday or just caught up in everything else and missing the wonder of it? I think that's a great place for you to pause, for me too, to spend a little time searching for what we can do to be present, mindful in our Christmas moment of 2020, but also in 2021, practicing that same thing of being in the moments we're in and not getting sidetracked as easily over here and over here that we miss something wonderful. Wonderful is a great word. I like to use it a lot because it means full of wonder. We don't want to miss full of wonder moments. Merry Christmas. Happy Advent. See you again soon. Tomorrow. Blessings.